Hey, welcome back to another edition of Everything Football 62. I'm your host, Jonathan Big Tex Johnson, a.k.a. Professor Tex. Hey, man, just a little review of what went over the past 2 weeks. Of course, y'all know me being a Cowboys fan and whatnot. I was minutes from just completely burning everything I basically had that was Cowboy paraphernalia that I had in my closet because I just couldn't see us starting out 0-2. Dak showed a lot of guts. They climbed themselves out of a major hole. Like I said before, I think Dallas' problem is not offense. They have firepower. Their problem is defense, and that's been something that they've been lacking for a minute. 2018 was the best defense they probably had there since going back to the glory days of the mid '90s. But it was good to see them pull that victory out and whatnot. Some other good games that went on pretty good. That guys showing their stuff, showing their worth and what they're doing and whatnot. So, like I said, Cam looks sharp. But, like I said, right now, best quarterback in the game right now is Russell Wilson. That's just, what I'm saying. Guys like Aaron Rodgers are going to do Aaron Rodgers things and stuff like that or whatever. But right now, it's about Russell Wilson time. I think, Russell Wilson, I think he really might be on that, they overlooked him a lot. And he just overlooked just because of his demeanor and how he goes. But the cat just wins games. And, Cam had it. They had it. They had it. I'm not no Patriots fan, but I like Cam. All they had to do was bounce it outside. It was right there. But I guess, Cam got that, I'm a bull you over type mentality. He didn't read it right because it was clear outside because everybody crashed in. All he had to do was bounce it out. Do submarine. You bounce that thing out. And he even knew that. But, that's how that goes there. Big Ben doing his thing over there in Pittsburgh. Telling y'all about Kyler Murray over there, messing around over there in Arizona. You got D-Hop over there. He's doing major things over there. Lamar Jackson still doing what Lamar Jackson does. Ain't nothing changed. Kansas City, little nail biter and whatnot. But them guys, like I said, they also show that they can win ugly if need be. The Rams, it's a surprise. I don't trust Philly. I've already told y'all guys about Carson Wentz. I've already said that. So you just keep following what I told y'all. Jim Everett 2.0 for them cats that know about that. Buffalo and Miami, good game. Miami could have squeaked that one out. Josh Allen doing a good job and stuff like that. Remember, I'm just doing little quick hits on these games that I watched. That I got a chance to watch and check out a lot of highlights from them and stuff and whatnot. Houston has a problem, pun intended. Who my man's throwing to? Who's he throwing to? What's going on defense? Like I said, it's always been a funny thing with Houston anyway, but you had some offense, you had some firepower. Now you sent your firepower down to up into Arizona. But, hey, they do what they do, though, right? Jets still same old Jets. These injuries is stacking up. And you can say about it's because of the coronavirus virus and all this other kind of stuff and whatnot. But, this is a lot of casualties of the game. Big names hurt. Saquon Barkley. I don't never want to see anything that happen. A lot of stuff that I say I don't want to happen. But, sometimes you just see a pattern that goes on with different players. And when the Giants drafted him, I was like, damn, why is he going to raggedy ass Giants for? Because they got nothing going on. They had nothing going. Nothing was going on with them. And I knew it wasn't going to be good for him. And here we go. He's out the whole season. Missed 6-7 games last year? And then he's out the whole season now. Chris C-Mac, ankle. Now, mind you, when you start messing around with ankles and knees and all this other kind of stuff, ACLs, MCLs, all that stuff like that, you lose a little something. You get a year older. Some of them injuries take about a year, really 2 years to get back in play. And a lot of times, dude, you'll lose what you have. You'll lose that. You might not have that step anymore because you have a wear and tear on your body from high school, college, and now pro. We're going to see how C-Mac is going to jump back and whatnot. And I told y'all about him that he's going to be the bell cow, whatever. He did a little stuff last year, but like I said, ain't no W's going on now. Like the Cleveland game, the Cleveland and Cincinnati game, Burrows look thorough, for the most for a rookie and stuff like that. First time, like I said, that what's his name, Baker Mayfield and all that. But I like Nick Chubb. Like I think I talked about that the other day and stuff like that. I really like that. I really like Nick Chubb. Like if That team is going to go. That team goes through him. I don't care what anybody says. He's going to make a break between him and Kareem Hunt. That's what's going to make that thing go. That's just remember they can throw LBJ and all them guys up there, but they do have offensive power over there. They just got to get it together, be consistent and whatnot. Tennessee, what's it damn Mayhew or whatever the guy. I never can remember that kid's name. But I think he's going to be a really good quarterback for Jacksonville. They did the right thing by getting rid of that relief pitcher, you know. But yeah, man. But that's kind of the whole run of things of what was going on this past week and whatnot. Tampa Bay looking like Tampa Bay. Fournette broke off that 46-yarder and whatnot. So you know, San Francisco missing Jimmy Garoppolo. See how long that's going to do. They lose Bosa. And those are big hits, man. Those are big hits. I don't know how long Jimmy G's going to be out, but those are big hits. But that's, again, another injury thing with Jimmy G. Here we go again. And like I keep telling y'all guys, Catch was ready to put him in the gold jacket a couple of years ago. He got him a Super Bowl. Give him that. He's a solid quarterback. He's a good quarterback. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see what happens. Is he going to be a durable quarterback, though? Is he going to be that guy that you can really count on to give you at least 14, 15 games a year and not get hurt? Not be fragile, know how to take care of his body, the whole 9 yards. I mean, that stuff, things like that is important to do. You have to be able to do those things if you want to become a successful quarterback in this particular league. Aaron Rodgers does what Aaron Rodgers does, and Detroit does what Detroit does. Even though the Dallas and Atlanta, what they said, that broke down the record, anybody that scores that many points on an opponent is normally in the whole history of the NFL, it's like 444-0 or something like that until Atlanta. Atlanta can't finish. And I told you guys when they lost that Super Bowl against the Pats, I said that team will never be the same. That takes a lot away from a team. And I don't think that team's going to have enough to ever really rebound from what happened. Seattle was able to do certain things because Seattle was still extremely young at that time. I was really high on Seattle back during that time because I honestly felt that those guys would win about 3 Super Bowls and be constant contenders in and out, but at least 3. I had them when they had the capability and the talent and youth to win about 3 Super Bowls in a row and win 3 in a row. I don't know if they would have 5 or 6, or like the Steelers and all them other guys, 6 and 4, whatever, but at least 3 in about a 4 or 5 year span and still be basically probably maybe just about to break up now. Possibly because some guys are in their early 30s and maybe a little rumblings and stuff like that. But that team, it's like, but that took something from them with the youth of them and with Russell Wilson coming up. And even because he's already mature, even more of a maturation process coming up. A lot of them other guys going into the offensive team now more than with the defense and running team. It's on him. And now they are at that age where he can basically now he takes over the team and he can probably raise them to the next level and whatnot. Some teams, you're too old to do that, and you just end up fizzling out. And that's why I think where Atlanta is at right now. Seattle, luckily, will be able to do that because they got a lot of success extremely early in the career of Russell Wilson. So it all depends upon him. So right now, between him and, like I said, again, you guys know who's been following me for a while. You know, guys, I don't mess with this. I don't mess with that mess about coming up with talking about. Who he's in the MVP race, he's this, he's that, he's this, that. Dude, I said, talk to me week 9 at the halfway mark. That's when you are who you are at that time. And whatever you're going to be is going to be from that point on until the end of the season and whatnot. Right now, it may as well be preseason and whatnot. Still get the kinks out or whatever. They count, obviously, but you can do a lot of things can happen between now and then. We've seen these injuries are decimated. And right now, who knows, a team that can be a complete dark horse because of injuries, somebody can just come from out of nowhere and end up getting into a Super Bowl and possibly winning it. So, the injury thing, bad, but good for some people because it gives you an advantage on some places in different conferences where, hey, he's not there, man. We might be able to do this. We might be able to do that. We might be able to take things to another level because this guy's hurt. This guy, he's not in here. We're able to move because their quarterback's down, their running backs out, they're this, they're that, and go at it. Dallas has an opportunity to just go ahead and rule the East like they're supposed to be. But we'll see what happens. It's going to see a lot what's going to happen coming up this week and whatnot when they play Seattle and whatnot. But yeah, man, that's kind of my thing on that real quick. More hypocrisy of the NFL. Now these guys, like they're saying that between Gruden and some of them other guys who wasn't with the coaches wasn't wearing their masks are supposed to be getting fined. Hypocrisy. First and foremost, a football player who plays on the football team, he does not. That's a football helmet he wears, correct? The proper term for the face mask, as they call it, which in turn is not really a mask, it is a face guard. It used to be called a face shield. You want to call it a face mask, or what? So it's not covering it, it covers over a part of a mouth. It's like a cage, or like maybe a lot of them guys used to wear the cages and whatnot. And so when those guys come off the field, a mask is what somebody like John Gruden is wearing. Why don't the football players have to wear a mask when they go to the sidelines? But the coaches have to, everybody's on the sidelines have to have on their mask. Because players don't wear face, again, like I said, the terminology is real funny here. Face mask. Well, that's not a mask, that's a face guard. It, you know what I'm saying? That thing guards the face. It's not a mask. Like a mask is what you will see those guys have on, like we all have to wear when we go in the grocery stores and whatnot. A mask that covers the face and whatnot, that covers all of the whole face and whatnot, the nose and all this other kind of stuff. You can't see who that is or who it is. But I'm saying those guys come off and they sit on the bench and they have nothing on. Why don't they have to wear face masks like Gruden and everybody else sitting on the sidelines? Then the rinky-dink stuff that them guys are wearing, the referees, like that's really stopping something. Hypocrisy in the NFL. Now they're going to fine them. Why you fine them? Let them have it off. You know, why do they have to have it on? When the football players come up to the sidelines and anybody that's on the sidelines that's football players don't have to wear one. What are you? They're not exposed to it because they're football players? Again, but you're going to find these guys though. I'm like, it's stupid. You got to find everybody then. It makes no sense. And matter of fact, well, shit, you should never be able to take it off then during the time of the game, period. Matter of fact, football players need to not only have their helmet and whatnot on, have a mask on, have the mask covering their nose. Of course not. That's stupid. That's silly. The same thing where I feel about that. So when they go to the sidelines, they're not wearing one. So now what? They're not playing. So why do they have one? They need to have one on then if you're going to find the coaches. It's ridiculous. NFL is all over the damn place. They don't know what they want to basically do. This is hypocrisy all across there. I'm going to be back in a minute, y'all. Like I tell y'all, there's no GOAT, there's no greatest of all time, as long as time's still going on. And like I tell you, numbers don't lie and get emotional. People do.